morning, beloveds. Well, I don't know what time of the day it is actually. I've been in the streets all weekend. Today's my day to just relax and lounge. So I could not tell you what time it is. It's daytime. And I had a blast this weekend. This weekend was a good weekend. It started off with brunch with some friends and friends of friends and family of friends, and this spot in on the beach. Oh my goodness, we had a good time. We turned it out up in there, and had a good time. And from there, we went to the powwow to see the Native Indians from different tribes and traditions. I went to see my ancestors, okay? And it was so good. By the time we got there, it was kind of late. We only had like an hour before they closed, so I went back again yesterday. And I just brought me a chair and a little cooler with some fruit and some water, and I just sat there with the ancestors all day, vibing, watching the traditional dances and listening to the storytelling, and even had a young lady come over to us, and we were just talking, and my request was to let somebody see my heritage in me, let it be recognized or at least welcomed, and that happened. This young lady came up on us, and she was like, "Hello, how y'all doing?" And we were talking about the different tribes and where they come from, and I only know from my uncles and aunties talking about my heritage, who was who, but I know that my great-grandmother on my father's side was an Indian. She married a German, and a Saxon, Anglo-Saxon, and an Indian. And I know that on my mother's side, her grandfather was a medicine man. And they used to go to the ceremonies and dress up in the garb. And I am trying to track down the pictures of them in their headdress, because that'll give me a clue to what tribe they're from, and so forth, and his status. But nobody knows where the pictures are. And from what I've heard Cherokee, I've heard Blackfoot, I've heard I can't remember the other one, but Cherokee and Blackfoot stick out. But everybody always say Cherokee. But I know my people come from the Appalachian Mountains. I know they come from North and South Carolina, which pretty much is the Appalachian Mountains, because they go from Georgia straight up through the Carolinas. And I know that my father's grandmother, she used to make the medicine bags and make them wear them around their neck, and they were never ill, they were never sick. And she had her little herbals and potions and stuff like that she did on the farm. They had lots of land, and hundreds of acres of land. And my great-grandfather on my mother's side, he was a medicine man. That was his title, his reputation in his tribe. And they used to always tell how my mom was very sickly when she was young, asthmatic, and she had this one incident where her ear was like hanging off of her head, and he came and got her, and whatever he did when she came back, it was clear, it was attached, she was healthy. And my Aunt Aline, her aunt used to tell me stories about magic and the voodoo, and women being offended by their men and what they used to do to the women, how they used to do magic on them and stuff. Oh, when the elders sit around and start sipping, they start talking. And I was always at their feet, just listening, learning, figuring things out and putting things together. But is there something? You can if you like. Thank you. Excuse me. Son wants to know if he can close the door. He sure can. And so, yes, my weekend was very full. I was up Friday night talking to one of my cousins, and we was talking about our ancestral history, what we know, what we don't know, what we're affected by. And the honesty of it, the truth of it was refreshing to speak with someone genuine and who was honest about their truth. And we've had honest, blunt, hard conversations in the past, so I was not surprised that we were able to do so even while I'm going through this transition, because I'm sure my family is looking. They might be talking to, I don't know, but I need to be free. And I'm inviting you to be free if you want to be free, if you so desire, if you want to do the work. But it's been a fulfilling weekend. And we coming into March, the month of Pisces, boo-boo, baby, that's me. So I'm even more excited now. So usually I'm not excited when March comes. I try to I get brain fog. I don't want to remember nothing. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to talk about nothing. But this year, dears, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Hey, that's going to be me this year. So, truth is the word that's been running through my mind all weekend. Truth. What's your truth? What is truth? Y'all gotta excuse me because, like I said, this is my laid back day. Somebody said every day's your laid back day. True. If you ain't laid back, honey, then you uptight. I don't want to be that. So, truth is the thing that's been running through my mind. And being at the powwow this weekend, I was just reaching out and asking for signs from my lineage as to who am I, and what's my name in our language, in our ancestral language. But I want to know things like, what's my spirit animal? And I have an inkling because of some of the dreams that I've had and some of the signs that I've seen. But this weekend, I had such a profound connection with my ancestors, with spirit, that even when I laid down, I started seeing images, and I started to draw some of these images. But here's one. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's a rough draft of it. And this is, I'm not a drawer. I'm not somebody that knows how to draw, but it seemed like one side was on fire and the other side was just darkness. But you can see all the details and the intricate artwork in the details, in the darkness. And I could not replicate the details. I couldn't even replicate the silvery glow that was in the black. But if I ever see this again, if I ever get the opportunity to interpret this to someone that could redraw it, it's going to be magnificent. And another thing I saw, which I'm not finished with it, I have to do some more details to it, is this. It's like, this to me is what I gotta finish coloring, but this to me looks like the tree of life. When I finished it, I was like, oh, that's the tree of life. Everything, every branch is connected. And these falling like beads look like the Matrix to me. And it looks like an upside down leaf that was burning. But I saw it like this. This is how it came to me, but this is how I saw it. Like it was a leaf burning. But deep, beautiful. I was full, I'm still full. And so today I just wanted to lay back and linger and bask in the ambiance and share that with you. And now we're gonna do the love affirmation for the day. And today's card is gonna be Cosmic Heart. Cosmic Heart. Cosmic Heart. This is pretty. It looks a little bit like a tornado. It looks like lava, a hurricane, a volcano, the ocean. It looks like a volcano going off in the ocean, or a sunburst, like something being thrown into the abyss of the sun, being purified, being changed and renewed. Cosmic Heart number 8. So we're going to see what Cosmic Heart is. And as always, it starts off with a poem, and then it elaborates. So we're going to start with the poem. I was dead. I became alive. I was tears. I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have been everything. I have no fear. I have seen everything. I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion. There's that lion. I shine like Venus. I hear it and weep. In sublime reverence, I bow to this living, beating, loving heart of the universe. It echoes throughout all of creation. Once, some time ago, I was deaf. I had not heard one true sound. Much noise, but no truth. So I believed in many things not worth believing in. Then, in a moment of my crisis that cracked my heart open, I was given a gift. Though I felt fear and confusion, a gift came to me more powerful than those temporary ailments. That gift was the ability to hear the sound hidden beneath all of life. The sound hidden beneath all of life. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's deep to me. That's deep to me because I have always known that there is a specific sound. Not necessarily in the universe, but within myself. I have always known that there is a sound, and I am still discovering the sound. But I know that sound is gonna crack the sky. It's gonna open up a whole, like the Aladdin song, the one that George Benson and Regina Bell sang, a whole new world. And getting to the sound, it's all about releasing your truth. It's about letting go. It's about just be honest about your stuff, period. And once you do that, nothing can really hold you back because it's all revealed. And some of us in my family, in my lineage, we got it. Some of us got that. Some of us have yet to get it, and some of us don't desire to get it. Just been that way for so long, they're comfortable in it, and that's okay. But they will find their sound. Okay, so that gift was the ability to hear the sound hidden beneath all of life. I heard it, that sacred sound of the beating heart of universal love. Now I know that belief in unworthy things like fear, that was my problem, and doubt, is lunacy. It's lunacy. Even my loneliness became unconvincing to me. We are animated by this living heartbeat, part of life that is sustained by it. You and I, the planets, the birds, and the fishes emerge from the great source because of this beating heart of the universe. It pumps life through our veins. What proof of this is needed? You live. That is the proof. I bear it everywhere now. It has become so loud, louder than any word of fear. It resonates through my soul and eclipses any tremor of anxiety. There is a time on the journey of love when the beloved, that would be you and me, sweet soul, is prepared to engage more completely with the heart of the divine lover. The preparation will be rich process, spiritually speaking. It may also feel like being beaten, pummeled, simmered, and stirred in the pot of the divine master chef to become a sacred and savory meal fit for the most heavenly of feasts. This is a courageous, bold process, one that will create the most delicious aromas in the soul. And yet it is one that will likely take us right to the places we would rather avoid. Yeah, you got to do the work, honey. Places of confrontation with pain, but where the loss of its grip on our beings no longer lets us quake and retreat from life in fear or uncertainty. You have been through these tantalizing trials. The push to surrender fear. The realization your attempts at control amount to not so much actually. So why not abandon them altogether? The trials have asked you to confront every part of your being that holds itself back in resistance to what is, in resistance to what life presents at this very moment. You have been asked to become comfortable with the possible discomfort of knowing, of not knowing. You have been asked to become comfortable with the possible discomfort of not knowing, which is me. And to understand, you don't have to understand anything for life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. Come on. I'm going to read that again. You have been asked to become comfortable with the possible discomfort of not knowing, and to understand you don't have to understand anything for life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. You have been asked to trust in your own heart, your own wisdom, when your mind was terrorized by nightmares and hallucinations of fear. They are so powerful, you were certain they must be real, that you must be crazy not to run and hide, somehow, somewhere. And yet, here you are, still loving, still wise, and ready for a love bigger than you have ever experienced before. So we step forward together, you and I. I link my arm through yours, and I urge you on. Let us run together and jump over the edge. No more half living in any way for you and me. We will weep crystal clear tears, and we will laugh with such joy that stars will burst forth, born upon our exaltations. We will hear the beating of the cosmic heart pounding in our ears, and how we shall dance to it. That sacred, intoxicating rhythm moves hips and hands and hearts, raising the soul from slumber. Now, I just want to stop for a minute, because I had a few posts back. I don't know how long ago, but when I was doing what they call shadow work, that's revisiting your trauma, revisiting the thing that happened to you in your childhood, the things, for me, that happened in my childhood, and nurturing the young me, which is why I decided not to respond to my nickname Pookie anymore, because she's damaged, she's traumatized, and I'm not dismissing the little me, but the little me has to recognize that it's big me now that's running the show. I'm thankful to little me because she made me who I am today. But now I have to heal her. And me healing her is thanking her for protecting me and defending me the best way she knew how. Because I was an adult as a child. I had a lot of responsibility. I took on a lot of things that weren't mine to take on. And it was just something that I knew it was my place to heal and to try and fix things and to try to protect people and cover them and nurture them. But I was a child doing this. So I didn't have barriers. I didn't have walls. I didn't have boundaries. I just took on everything, absorbed everything, and said within myself that this is what I have to do to protect the ones I love. This is what I have to do to heal the ones I love. And my shadow work, or revisiting the little me, is how I build myself, healed myself, and thank her at the same time. But I'm not Pookie anymore. I'm Noteworthy. I'm Kathy. I'm Catherine. I'm mom. I'm daughter. That's who I am. Soon to be wife. Watch what I say now. So, and as well. So, the darkness, the dark part of me, when I was going through the dark part of revisiting my trauma, and I'm still healing from it. I'm still having revelations and memories, but now I don't fall apart when they come. Now I'm able to deal with them. I'm able to feel them and let them go, experience it and let it go. I don't have to relive it and hold on to it and let it start breaking me down again. Now I'm stronger. I have power. I can retain my power. And the experience is mind-blowing. And I know I'm a queen. I know I'm a goddess. I know I'm strong. I know that all the things that I want to be, that I'm not yet, I shall be. I'm becoming. So the revelation that came to me when I was going through the dark part is I was just in prayer, asking God to why now did you pick for me to go through this? Why not when I wanted to go to college? Why not when I wanted to start that business? Why not when I wanted to go away and take some of the opportunities that I didn't get a chance to take? Why didn't this revelation come now? And he said explicitly, like only God could do, that all things are for a reason, or a time and a season. And my life before was for others, and my life now is for myself. And you have to be the one to face the darkness, because everybody else is running from the darkness because they think the evil, they think the devil and evilness is in the darkness. And what they don't realize is that the souls that have been tortured or broken by wickedness are the souls who reside in the darkness. Who's going into the darkness to retrieve them, to help them, to save them, to bring them knowledge and bring them hope? And immediately it came to me about the scripture where when Christ died, the 3 days that he was gone, he went into hell, to Hades, and got the keys. And guess who found her keys? So that is going to stick with me, that it's not the devil, it's not the wickedness that's in the darkness. It's the ones who have been afflicted by the wickedness who live in the darkness. And which is true, because in my experience, people do so much church that they forget why they are who they are, why they're called to be who they're called to be. And the church is a building that is supposed to be a place for healing and comfort. It's supposed to be a hospital. But the hospital, the place of refuge, the hospital is for the people who are supposed to be going out in the wilderness, in the darkness, drawing the souls. It's not our business to save the souls. It's not our business to we don't, like they say, all you got to do is catch the fish. You don't got to clean the fish. You don't got to cook the fish. You just got to catch the fish. And you do it in service and becoming and exercising who you become in love. LOVE. Not in pastor, bishop, evangelist, prophetess, not in those titles. In love, in your service, not in your entitlement. And that's something I think people forget. And the hospital is for us after we're out there in the darkness, helping people come to the light, drawing them to the light. They come in there and they get the rules and regulations. That's what it is. That's the religious part of it that a lot of us can't get a hold of salvation because of. And then they go out and they draw more in. And the ones who go out and do the work to draw more in, they come in and revitalize themselves. It's like, okay, cleanse me, purge me, oh God. It's a house of prayer. So you go back in. The evangelists, the prophets, the disciples, you go back to the sanctuary. You pray, you cleanse, you restore, you rebuild. You get new revelation, new vision, new ideas on how to draw and how to relate to the people in the darkness. And you go back out. And when you come back in, you bring another tribe with you. And they start the process. And you revive yourself and restore and renew and go back out. That's what the church is supposed to do. We're not supposed to just stay saved in the box, looking at each other, judging each other. Oh, Holy Ghost, oh, sanctified. And nobody new coming in. And when they do come in, we look at them all cross-eyed. And, oh, you got to cover up, child. Oh, you got to do this, child. Oh, no. So, face your darkness, honey. Face your darkness. Because if you are a child of the Most High, of whatever the God is that you're serving, your duty is to love. Love, period. That's whatever God you serve, your God is about love. Period. And if he's not about love, then he's not a God. They're not a God. Point blank, period. That's my reality. That's my revelation. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Face the darkness, honey, because a part of you is in the darkness. And you have to go back and save others, bring them out. And it's not as hard as you think it is, but it can be, depending on your outlook and where your heart is set at. But anywho, let me get back to it. But thank you, Lord, for bringing that back to me, because I was supposed to have said that a couple of times, and I haven't yet. So, it continues. Okay, and yet, here you are, still loving, still wise, and ready for a love bigger than you have ever experienced before. So we step forward together, you and I. I link my arm through yours, and I urge you on. Let us run together and jump over the edge. No more half living in any way. For you and me, we will weep crystal clear tears, and we will laugh with such joy that stars will burst forth, born upon our exaltations. We will hear the beating of the cosmic heart pounding in our ears, and how we shall dance to it. That sacred, intoxicating rhythm moves hips and hands and ears and hearts, raising the soul from slumber. But that heart does beat so loud, it can be startling to the parts unused to such wild, unconditional affection and rowdy playfulness. You may worry that this great love is not going to be careful enough with you. What if you get tossed around in the great oceans of love? You will surely be disorientated and become lost to the world you once knew. How then will you know where to go? Fear not, my soulmate. Love has its wisdom and its way. We shall become lost in its genius together, whilst our hands are tipped this way and that. Tumbled in love's great waves, we shall be forced to surrender our useless intelligence and become mindless. Then how easy it shall become for the perfection of love to guide us, for there shall be nothing within to question and resist. We will no longer have to find the way, for we will have become the way. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to hold on to what has been. So don't. Let go. Let it move you. You'll perhaps get some water up your nose, but nothing will come out to you that you cannot handle. Nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You'll be disheveled somewhat, undoubtedly. Yet, as you are washed up upon love's shining shore, keeping every hair in place will be the last thing on your mind. You'll be too caught up in the wonder of perfection, realizing how deeply loved you are and how unnecessary it is to contrive a way to live your purpose. Instead, you'll have no idea what is going on. You'll be surrendered in passionate embrace within the impassionate embrace with life, simply being your exquisite, crazy, unique self, saturated with divine love. It will drip from you, out of your feet, your eyes, your voice, your touch. You'll water the earth with love's oceanic presence. Oh, how that tsunami will deliver you into your divine destiny. No need for any contrivance. Let your hair get messed up. Your destiny awaits you now. That's all right. And I believe I might have got this card before, which is a good thing. Because I'm here for it. I'm ready for that. To become alive, filled with the power of love, joy, and laughter. It's about time. It's about time. It's about that time. Ooh, so today was a long one. It was long-winded today. But I hope y'all enjoyed the affirmation for today. The love affirmation. And this is the card again. Cosmic Heart. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And I'll see you in the future.